Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. The 12th Man Tales. What a test series it was between India and England. A young Indian team going to the shores of the UK with Rohit Sharma not there, Virat Kohli not there, Mohammad Shami not there, Ashwin retired, Jasprit Bumrah not sure whether he will play 3 tests, 4 tests, 5 tests, 2 tests. No one knew, an inexperienced captain with big question marks over his name. Inexperienced captain with not so much runs in Sena conditions, young opening pair, or an inconsistent opening pair, a bowling attack that lacked experience. All odds were against India, but what were the results? 2-2, and potentially could have been 4-0 as well to India if only we had won the first and fourth test. Having said that, the way the Indian team has played, it's commendable. As an Indian fan, we are proud of you, the Indian cricket team. This is not an individual sport, but there are some mentions that needs to be given for future generation to understand this set of great players and the relevance of test cricket. First, Mohammad Siraj. The sheer ability to last 5 test matches, 10 innings or 9 innings, that's fine, with so less turnaround time is something only monsters can do. That guy is a beast. That guy is seriously next level fast bowler. And the biggest takeaway for me was that he was bowling his quickest in his last spell of the series. He was hitting more than 145 clicks regularly yesterday. That shows, and that was the quickest spell he had bowled in the entire series. He was high 130s at best, probably touching 140, 142. And yesterday he bowled 145, 146, 147, which is exceptional fitness. So Mohammad Siraj is someone to be taken care of. He is equally important as Jasprit Bumrah. Obviously, the class of the bowlers are different, but Mohammad Siraj is an asset in himself. Second mention to Rishabh Pant. Coming out to bat with a broken foot needs a lot of courage. To put that swelled foot back in the boot, walk those steps down, then run and score 15, 17 extra runs for the team is really takes a lot of courage, which even mere mortals like us cannot imagine. Hats off to Rishabh Pant. Now, some great individual mentions which has helped the team overall. Starting from the top of the order, Lokesh Rahul and Yashasvi Jaiswal. Both had brilliant series, especially Lokesh Rahul. Finally, the guy has come of age. Finally, it's his first 500 plus run series. Exceptional batting in tough conditions against a good bowling attack. Finally shown why he is a great opening batsman. That average of 35 or 34, 36 doesn't just do any justice to his talent. He has got 60 plus test caps. He's been in the test circuit for 11 years. I remember he made his debut when Virat Kohli started captaining. So right now his aim should be how much cricket is left in him. He should try and reach mid 40s to high 40s average. That's his average as an opening batsman. I'm sure he can become one of India's greatest opening batsmen. Still he can do that. Jaiswal, what a find the young man is. Best batter in Australia, one of the best batters in England as well. Obviously, he did not score those big runs as he would have expected, but 2 centuries, few decent starts is good enough to show that he's there for the long run. Australia tick mark, England tick mark. Those are two difficult conditions, two challenging bowling attacks, two different conditions. Well done to Yashasvi Jaiswal. Shuman Gill, man, I talked about captains with question mark over his captaincy credential, question mark over his place in the team, question mark over his ability to score runs. He's ticked all of that, and all of that emphatically, I must say. Still, work in progress as a captain. Everyone becomes better with captaincy. I'm sure he will do better. We'll talk about his captaincy aspects later on, but his batting has been outstanding. A small weakness or way he gets out will be on the front pad, but I hope he will be able to negate that. Scoring 795, 750 odd runs in English conditions is incredible. Well done to him. And good captaincy skills. He has matured as a captain, that showed. And his selections are also coming into play where he wants to play the extra batter, which for me personally is a more of a defensive call. But I understand in this test match that was the right call because you had over conditions. So not picking Kuldeep Yadav was the right choice. I thought they should have picked him, but that's okay. Well done to him. I'm okay in this match, but he needs to understand ways to play Kuldeep Yadav more. I think to win test matches overseas as well. That said and done. Rishabh Pant we have talked about. Now to the all-rounder set. Jadeja, Washington Sundar, Shardul Thakur, Nitish Reddy. All of them have played a key part in all the matches. I can understand Shardul Thakur was dropped off the first test and after the fourth test. His bowling needs a lot of improvement, has lost that teeth, but his batting has contributed 41 runs in the first match at Old Trafford, which took the score to 387, which is a commendable effort by number 8. The problem with Shardul Thakur is that India wants him to be the bowling all-rounder. Bat at 8, be the third seamer or the fourth seamer and give us some runs. He is showing more confidence with the bat than with the ball, which he needs to correct. And if he does that, he will become a very good asset not only for Test cricket but for all the three formats. Shardul Thakur is a kind of player, and I say it again and again, who needs to be in and around the team. India needs to be communicating with him and he needs to be informed, because he's that type of player who can fit in and make the balance of the team. Look, you can replace bowlers, you can replace batters, but to replace all rounders is a different thing. He should be kept in mind. I know the potential. A lot of people might say, why waste your time on Shardul Thakur or why pick him after mediocre performances, but because of the type of player he is, he needs a longer run. Nitish Reddy, I think one of the finds of the series with his bowling especially. What Nitish Reddy needs to become is a batter in Australia and a bowler in England. If he does that, we have got a bona fide number 6 genuine batting all-rounder who can give you 10-15 overs with the ball across every conditions, and he can play across formats. Now, since we have got 3 good all-rounders, seam bowling all-rounders for white ball cricket in Hardik, Shardul and Nitish, we have to understand whom to play which format, because we need both of this, all the 3 of them to be ready, keeping in mind the next World Cup T20, which is going to be in India, flat pitches, and the next 50 over World Cup, which is going to be in South Africa. So you need seam bowling all-rounders. India is lucky, first time in its history it has got 3 quality all-rounders. Ensure that you utilize maximum out of them across formats, and a few of them in the pipeline as well. I hope they get their chances in due course of time. Coming to Washington Sundar and Jadeja. For Jadeja, it has been a remarkable series. He is an outstanding batter. There's no doubt about that. A career average of 38, which he has done after so much of consistency in the last 7 to 8 years in Test match cricket, shows you if he had batted in the top 6 from the starting of his career, his average would have been 40-45. I hope by the time he finishes, he's 36. Still, his dip hasn't come. People say after 35, your dip comes. This comes with a lot of great players. We saw Virat Kohli struggling, we saw Rohit Sharma struggling from a point of time. Ravindra Jadeja never struggles. He just goes under the radar. He's that consistent all-rounder that we need. We need more impact from him. That's the thing. More impact, like the one he had at Lords. The second innings fight back was remarkable. If you would have won the match, and I always go back to that 2019 World Cup semi-final, if India would have won the match with Ravindra Jadeja at the crease, he would have been at par with Kapil Dev in status of all Indian great all-rounders, but still he's one of our best. He's number 2 for sure. I hope by the time he finishes, his batting average reaches 40-45, at least in the 40s. That is the kind of talent he is, and with the ball, if he can cross 400 wickets, that should be his 2 targets. If he does that, India benefits. He has a long career. Then talking about the bowling, what a line-hearted effort by all the fast bowlers, and India would do well to preserve them in Cotton, and what a great series it was. With that, me wrapping up. Well done to India. It's time to celebrate this wonderful victory. Thank you for tuning in. Do like, share and subscribe.